we're all doing challenging things. We're all losing more than we win. And if you're out there on your own, you have more bad days than you have good days. And that's the other part of partnership, is that social support that helps keep you energized, keeps you committed to the mission, and having your friends there to pick you up so that you can get back out there again tomorrow and you can pick them up, and all together you're going to make it over the line. There's a proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And that's what leadership is.
And when you're involved in partnerships and when you're involved in leading change, trust and dependability are two of the most important things that you have in working with your partners. So don't just talk about the big idea, help make that big idea happen, and don't be afraid of doing anything from taking notes in a meeting to being the one that's briefing it out at the White House.
Change is important. As contracting professionals, we're given a stern challenge to box innovation. Innovation occurs on a day-to-day basis, change occurs on a day-to-day basis. So change is needed because we're in a new environment, we're in a new world where we haven't been before. So it's important for us to embrace that change and make sure that we never box ourselves into a position where we can't be flexible and can't move beyond where we've been.
Sometimes you just got to move out on an initiative and an idea before everybody else accepts it and wants to be a part of it. And by taking that initial action, that initial step, you're leading by example. You're moving out and actually doing something for the good of the organization. And sometimes that's more important than actually getting all the paperwork signed off and getting all the buy-in up front. But it's at the time when you're taking those actions to understand who are the other people that need to be brought in, and bringing those groups together is a very important piece as you move down implementation.
It's not going to slow down. Actually, it's going to probably become the pace, and the momentum is going to build and become more necessary for groups and agencies to make those transitions, to offer those new products and deliverables that are going to engage the clients and the citizens of the United States of America, and then their own employees that are clamoring for those capabilities so they can be effective and useful.
I find that when we are forced to change, whether it's the way that we're forced to look at our budgets or our IT solutions, that's when we're at our best. That's when we are very innovative, and we have innovative contracting to go along with innovative solutions that our agencies are coming up with to be better public servants, to have a better to have a better federal government for the citizens.
So as a leader, it's been helpful for me to look beyond my immediate environment. Connecting with our general counsel or having lunch with our CIO and talking to the program folks in our agencies really helped me focus my efforts and find meaningful ways to deliver better programs and services to the public. It's not just about my experience as a digital communicator or more traditional press background, but what matters to them. They know their audience best, they know their program best, and we can seek to innovate together through these new partnerships.
Yeah, to me, change is all about education and communication as a two-way street. It involves getting face time. It involves constant and regular communication, not only with industry, but also our internal partners. It's about educating them on the processes and educating them on the benefits of why we do what we do on a day-to-day basis. It's about helping others to appreciate the value of what we're doing.
These are uncertain times for many agencies. They don't know what their budgets are going to look like from year to year. So it's difficult for them to plan in advance as they are accustomed to.
IT industry and the federal government is in a renaissance right now, where there's a little bit of a change and turnover, and we're in a position where we have to work together. There is no one agency that has carte blanche expertise over all things IT that everyone can go to for the answer. We have to rely on each agency to kind of dig into their subject matter expertise.
It's not really about who you formally manage and who you're formally tasking in your network. It's about creating coalitions and using volunteers to the greatest extent you can, and your other duties as assigned.
Our problems have gotten to a place of complexity where leadership can't be a person anymore. It has to be a system capacity, and that can only happen in partnership. One of the things that we've done with Under 5 is we've made sure that there isn't any one person in charge, because if there's one person in charge, it's all subject to failure. It's a very weak point in the system.
When a disaster occurs and when we have crises at hand, it's the partnerships that are really going to help us get through that. It makes us more resilient. Beforehand, when we have those strong connections with those groups, government and private sector, and being able to learn from how we deal with those partnerships across the organization has really helped me understand how we can promote these changes and understand what the value these partnerships have.
My own career has been greatly shaped by change itself. I started in a more traditional press communications role and saw the opportunity that this digital change brought, and evolved my role within the organization and was able to bring those new qualities and new leadership to a broader audience. So I really strive to bridge the gaps of communications and IT and web communities to provide better integrated solutions.